Hey everyone, and welcome back to the AI Tech channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's got the entire creative world buzzing, the U.S. Copyright Office's second part of their report on AI copyrightability. But before we get started, let me ask you something. Are you worried about AI stealing your job? Or are you excited about the possibilities of AI collaboration? Because, honestly, this report has the potential to either unleash a new era of artistic expression or create a copyright apocalypse. Let's unpack it. Okay. So first, let's refresh on some copyright basics. In the US, copyright protects original works of authorship fixed in a tangible medium. Think books, music, paintings, software, you name it. The key word here is authorship. Traditionally, that's meant a human author. But what happens when AI gets involved? That's the million-dollar question, and this report is the Copyright Office's attempt to answer it. The big takeaway from the report? Human authorship is still king. The Copyright Office is doubling down on the requirement that a human must be the mastermind behind the creative expression for it to be copyrightable. Purely AI-generated content, where a human simply enters a prompt and lets the AI do all the work, is not protected by copyright. This is huge. It sets a clear boundary, but it's also where things get complicated. Let's break down the impact, starting with the direct domain, copyright law, and AI development. The immediate effect is crystal clear. Purely AI-generated stuff is uncopyrightable. This gives some clarity to creators, AI developers, and legal eagles working with AI. But hold on, here comes the second-order effect. This stance will likely slow down the development of AI tools designed to completely automate content creation. Imagine an AI writing an entire novel without any human intervention. That novel? Unprotected. Companies might shift their focus to AI tools that augment human creativity instead. Think of it like a superpowered co-pilot, not a complete replacement. And here's the third-order effect. Get ready for increased litigation and legal scrutiny. Works claiming copyright that incorporate AI-generated elements will be under the microscope. Courts will need to grapple with the sufficient human input standard. What does that actually mean? This will lead to a body of case law, further defining the boundaries of copyright in the AI age. Translation: uncertainty and potentially increased costs for creators. It's a legal minefield, folks. Now, let's look at the impact on adjacent industries, specifically the creative ones. The immediate effect is a sigh of relief for writers, visual artists, musicians, and so on. They gain some reassurance that their work is protected, even if they use AI tools in their creative process. This could encourage experimentation with AI as a tool for enhancing creativity, not fearing it as a replacement. Think of AI helping a musician compose a complex arrangement, or an artist generating variations on a theme. It's about collaboration, not substitution. The second-order effect? Businesses that rely on copyright protection for their revenue streams, stock photo agencies, music publishers, film studios, might become more cautious about using purely AI-generated content. This could impact their business models. Suddenly, that cheap, AI-generated stock photo might not be so appealing if it can't be copyrighted. We might see increased investment in AI copyright detection tools and services to ensure compliance. And the third-order effect? Boom. Increased demand for AI-powered tools that facilitate human-AI collaboration in creative workflows. This could lead to the development of more sophisticated AI tools specifically designed to integrate seamlessly with human creative processes and ensure compliance with copyright law. Think of AI tools that track and document human input, providing an audit trail for copyright purposes. This is where the real innovation will happen. Okay, let's zoom out and look at the socio-economic impact, starting with labor markets. The immediate effect? A potential sense of job security for human creators. The report reinforces the value of human creativity in the copyright system, which could mitigate some of the anxiety surrounding job displacement due to AI. It's a reassurance that human skills still matter. The second-order effect? A potentially slowed adoption of fully automated AI content creation tools. This could impact productivity gains in certain industries. But, and this is a big but, it might also foster a more sustainable and equitable transition to an AI-powered economy where human skills and creativity remain valued. It's a trade-off between speed and sustainability. And the third-order effect? The focus on human authorship could incentivize investment in education and training programs that equip individuals with the skills needed to collaborate effectively with AI. This fosters a workforce that is both creative and technologically proficient. This has the potential to lead to new forms of artistic expression and economic opportunity. Think of it as a renaissance of creativity, powered by AI. All right, now let's switch gears and talk about the potential risks. And believe me, there are plenty. First, the technical risks. This report highlights the unpredictable nature of current AI systems. Outputs can vary even with identical prompts. This presents a major risk, difficulty in establishing clear lines of authorship and control. If AI outputs are unpredictable, it becomes harder to argue that a human author has exerted sufficient control to warrant copyright. What happens if the AI spits out something completely unexpected, even offensive? Who's responsible? The impact? Legal challenges and uncertainty for creators who use AI tools, potentially discouraging innovation and investment in this area. Nobody wants to invest in something that could land them in court. The mitigation? Development of more controllable and predictable AI systems. And, crucially, clear documentation of the human input and creative choices made in conjunction with AI tools. Think of it as a detailed recipe, showing exactly what the human contributed and what the AI did. Next up, defining sufficient human input. The report emphasizes this, but also acknowledges it's determined on a case-by-case basis. This is a huge gray area. The risk? Ambiguity. This lack of a clear standard creates uncertainty for creators and makes it difficult to assess the copyrightability of AI-assisted works. Is it 10% human? 50%? 90%? Nobody knows for sure. The impact of this ambiguity? Increased litigation. Creators and copyright holders will inevitably dispute the level of human contribution required for protection. Imagine two artists using the same AI tool, one claiming full copyright and the other challenging it. It's a recipe for legal battles. The mitigation? The Copyright Office or courts need to provide more specific guidance and examples of what constitutes sufficient human input in different contexts. We need concrete examples, not vague pronouncements. Finally, on the technical side, we have the risk of rapid technological advancement. This report focuses on current AI technology, but AI is evolving at warp speed. The risk? The legal framework may become outdated quickly. Future AI systems might blur the lines between human and machine creativity even further, rendering current guidelines insufficient. What happens when AI can truly mimic human creativity? The impact? A constant need to revisit and update copyright laws and regulations to keep pace with technological advancements. It's like trying to hit a moving target. The mitigation? Adoption of a flexible and adaptable legal framework that can accommodate future technological developments. We need a framework that can evolve with the technology, not be left in the dust. Now, let's dive into the commercial risks. If copyright protection is unclear or difficult to obtain for AI-assisted creations, it could discourage investment in the development and use of AI tools. The risk? Reduced innovation and competition in the AI sector. Companies may be hesitant to invest in AI technologies if they can't adequately protect their creations. Why pour money into something you can't own? Next, copyright infringement risks. Using copyrighted materials to train AI models raises significant concerns. The risk? Lawsuits and legal challenges from copyright holders who claim that their works have been used without permission. This is a huge issue. Think of all the music, images, and text used to train these AI models. Have they all been properly licensed? Probably not. The mitigation? Development of licensing frameworks that allow for the use of copyrighted materials to train AI models, while compensating copyright holders fairly. It's about finding a balance between innovation and respecting existing rights. And let's be honest, this is going to be a messy process. The market disruption? AI-generated content could disrupt existing creative markets. The risk? Displacement of human artists and creators if AI can produce similar works at a lower cost. This is the fear that keeps many artists up at night. And finally, the challenge of valuing AI-generated works. Establishing the market value of works primarily generated by AI is a challenge. The risk? Difficulty in determining fair compensation for creators and licensing fees. How do you price something that was largely created by a machine? It's uncharted territory. Let's move on to the ethical risks. AI models can perpetuate and amplify existing biases if they are trained on biased data. The risk? AI-generated content that is discriminatory or offensive. This is a serious concern. If the AI is trained on biased data, it will inevitably produce biased results. The mitigation? Careful attention to the data used to train AI models and implementation of measures to mitigate bias. We need to ensure that AI is used to create a more equitable world, not reinforce existing inequalities. The black box nature of some AI systems can make it difficult to understand how they generate content. The risk? Inability to identify and correct errors or biases in AI-generated content. If we don't know how the AI is making its decisions, we can't fix the problems. The mitigation? Development of more transparent and explainable AI systems. We need to be able to peek inside the black box and understand how it works. AI can be used to create realistic but false content, such as deepfakes. The risk? Spread of misinformation and propaganda. This is a huge threat to democracy and social stability. The mitigation? Development of technologies to detect and combat deepfakes. Legal frameworks to address the misuse of AI-generated content. This is a race against time. Over-reliance on AI-generated content could lead to a devaluation of human creativity and artistic expression. The risk? Loss of cultural diversity and originality. If we rely too much on AI, we risk losing the unique perspectives and voices that make our culture so rich. The mitigation? Promotion of human creativity and artistic expression. Education about the value of human-generated content. We need to celebrate and support human artists, not replace them with machines. So, where does this leave us? The U.S. Copyright Office's report highlights a complex web of technical, commercial, and ethical risks. Navigating these risks will require careful consideration of the legal framework, technological developments, and ethical implications of AI. A balanced approach that encourages innovation while protecting human creativity and addressing potential harms is essential. This isn't just about copyright. It's about the future of creativity, the future of work, and the future of our society. What do you think about all of this? Are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of AI and copyright? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more AI news and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.